It is Monday, September 10th. Actually, Tuesday, September 10th. It was Monday just a little bit ago, but clock ticked midnight. So it's now September 10th, really early in the middle of the night. So what I want to do today is take you through the account real quick. I'm sitting at an all-time high, really excited to announce, but I am extremely nervous because I'm holding on to that Apple's contract, and I'll talk about that a little bit. So I'm going to take you through the account, show you what's been going on, how the Friday went, and then I'm going to mention a word or two about the event and how I plan on trade it, the Apple announcement event, and a little bit about silver and futures contracts and all that. So let's go into the account. You'll see that I'm sitting at 67,550, which is awesome. This is the weekly chart right here, and it's 4.1%, which is beating Apple for the week, even though I'm very highly correlated with Apple at the moment. Apple gained 3.94 for the week. The big reason why I'm outpacing Apple is C-SPAN, which was up $132 today, or on Friday, excuse me, which is 6.24%. It's a really big gain. And if you remember, I thought the reason I didn't sell a call at $10 for C-SPAN is because I thought it had some room to go up. It seems like it wanted to go up. So I let it, and I sold a $12.50 call. So now I get the gains all the way up to $12.50, which is fantastic. I couldn't be happier as long as it keeps going. Maybe I'll sell another call at $12.50. By the way, I'm doing this recording twice because I forgot to set up my microphone. So, well, let me check if it's working so I don't have to do it 3 times. Okay, it's working. And you know, when I did like 5 minutes of recording and I figured out that my microphone wasn't set up, it's a really weird thing that you do where it's like you talk to the mic that you're ending the the recording because it's not working. Like someone's gonna hear it. I didn't just stop but go like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to do that over again. All right. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but anyway. So, all right. So this is the week chart. Let's see other big movers. I think uranium. So let's see. Non-events. I think I have chemical going up $63, which was really nice. It continues to bounce off of that low $8 level, and I mentioned this in numerous videos now that I was looking for a bounce here. So it's now into the nines, and I'll be selling more calls. I already sold one call against my position at $10, trying to reduce my position. It looks like it doesn't want to go up too much, but this is too steep of a downhill for this company, so that's why I was looking for the bounce. And I was looking for it, if you remember, I was mentioning I was looking for it to go over $9, and now it is over $9, so I'm selling calls. Sold one, and I still have let's see, 700 more shares that I need to sell calls against, so I was kind of waiting for it to go up a little bit more above 9. Now it's at 910. Hopefully it continues to go up even further so I can sell more calls. So it's a really substantial position. I really love this company. Love selling calls against the company or puts because it's such a stable mover. And look at the 5-year chart here. It's really great. You know, since 2016, it's been pretty much sideways the entire time, and that's what I want to really profit off of, those sideways moves. So silver, I still have a little bit of silver. EXK is down $32, and wheat and precious metals is down 22, almost $23. So the reason I think that silver has been going down for the last few days, the Friday, Thursday, etc., is because the COMEX, I think, raised the what is it called, their requirements, their oh my gosh, reserve requirements, was it? Now the term is escaping me, but anyways, they do that when prices get a little bit too high. Raise reserve require. I think that's what it was. So you basically have to put up capital in order to sustain your positions, and they do that when the price goes high. And it's kind of it makes sense. You want to put up more because the commodity is worth more now. But whenever they do that, it's the bulls usually escape the trade because they're the speculators. They're the people who are doing arbitrage and all this kind of stuff. Usually, the bears or the people who go short on these future contracts on the futures market are the producers. Okay, so originally why this market exists basically is so producers, let's say farmer produces wheat and they want to hedge their production so they have a very predictable price they can sell their wheat at, and they can have a very calculated season. All right, so they don't want volatility in the price to ruin the entire business, so they hedge. And there are people obviously on the other side of that trade, and so those guys are usually professionals. They make their money off of this kind of stuff, and their job is basically to either speculate, research, or prognosticate or whatever to find out what's going to be happening to the price of a certain commodity and being able to smoothen out or arbitrage the differences. So that's kind of how the futures market contracts why it exists. So basically now the bulls are the people who have to escape their positions because it takes more capital to sustain them, and the bears are there for the long run, so they don't really care. Um, they've already priced in their entire season, so they're just staying put, right? So that's kind of how it goes usually in the futures market, and it's not surprising, but that doesn't mean that silver, after this big drop, silver can't rise again. But I think it's just going to take a long time. Like I was saying, something like 6 months. It might not be that long, but I did say in a couple of videos back that if there's a follow through on Friday, that silver would be done for quite a while, maybe 6 months at least. And the follow through wasn't that big, but there was still follow through, so which tells me it's going to be probably at least a few months until we see silver recovery. And I do think it's going to recover. I don't think that this bull run of the precious metals, including silver, is over. So I think there's still more room to go over there. Now, let's get into the Apple's contract. Let me show you the contract. So here it is. Obviously, I have more than one Apple contract, but I rarely buy contracts. And in this case, I did buy one because I wanted to trade the event, the announcement event of the new iPhones and all their new gear. So let's take a look here. There it is. By the way, Apple was gained me $189 today, and the options overall either reduced liability or gained in value for $126. So here's the Apple option call. It is a 205 call that expires on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Ooh, sorry, super lame. All right, so one contract, bought it for $440. Now it's $965, and I still haven't sold it. Who knows? I may be kicking myself in the head tomorrow for not selling this contract today, even though it just appreciated a little bit, and almost 120% gain on this contract so far. The break-even price is 209.4 on the Apple stock itself. I'm sitting probably around, or Apple is sitting probably around 214. So anyways, as long as it doesn't go below 209.40, I'll be all right. At least I won't lose money. But right now I'm $525 in profit and should be collecting that. But what I plan on doing with this contract, all right, what I plan on doing is I plan on sitting on it until the end of the event tomorrow, or event today. So if you're watching this in the morning before the event, then you'd know what I'd be doing. Now, this is what I think I'll be doing. There's a high probability that I'll be doing this, but tomorrow is a different day. You know, if Apple is soaring 5% or something like that before the event, I'll probably just sell. But it seems like it's pretty flat and non-eventful Friday and Monday here, so which tells me that what's priced in is priced in. No new stuff, no new expectations. So I'm going to go ahead and try to maintain my strategy. So what am I going to do? Well, at 12 o'clock, whenever the final product or service or whatever they're announcing is announced, I'm gonna try to sell at that moment. Um, it's gonna be a buy the rumor, sell the facts, except there is no rumor to buy. So I think maybe I'll wait a little bit because there are no rumors, right? Everything that's gonna be announced is kind of known. There's no rumor about anything unknown or unexpected being announced, anything groundbreaking. So um, it could be, instead of buy the rumor, sell the fact, it's going to be like, you know, hold on to the non-excitement and buy the excitement and then sell the excitement. So I may actually just wait like a few minutes after the announcement to see what the reaction of the market is, and then I will be exiting my position. Um, could I hold it till Friday? Sure, especially if there's a sharp negative reaction of the market post announcement, right? So this is important because what happens is sometimes when the announcement happens, market has sells off because it's like a sell the fact, but then people realize that this fact is actually better than previously thought. The traders exit with their positions having lost or gained, but what happens is then the investors start stepping in, and because they find value in what they're hearing and their projections are getting adjusted, analysts figure things out, and what happens is the price slowly rises until the end of the week. So Friday, if there's a big drop of the contract or the price, either or both, then I will probably hold on to it until expiration, which is Friday the 13th. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday the 10th. I think that's it for me today. All right, so hopefully you guys are all making tons of more money than me. See y'all later. Peace out.